Quiet in the back, please. Nuggets, quiet in the back. All right. Welcome back to the Sports and Real Estate Show at the Rusty Putter. We got no Adam today. I believe he's helping Rory McIlroy with his putting game or something after the U.S. Open there. But Reese is back. He finally got the notice that this was mandatory attendance for his internship all summer. So we now have him back. And then we got Sabrina here. No one knows who she is yet, but we'll find out in a few minutes after we're done grilling Reese. So Reese, now that you know it's mandatory attendance, you probably don't have the data that we asked you for either, do you?
No, I actually do. I do have one of them.
All right. What do we got here? Since we need to follow up, we need to close the loop. There was a lot of people asking about what's going on.
So yeah, 2 weeks ago, you guys asked about I remember one of the questions was how much the NBA makes after or for like a game 7, like an extra game, because we think the games are scripted, which they definitely are.
Yeah, Scott Foster about it.
Yeah, Scott Foster. Oh my gosh,
the company.
But yeah, the only thing I could find on Google, it was from 2015, which is and that was when the Warriors were playing in the finals when they won it, and from that game 7, the NBA made an extra $45 million, and that was what. 8 years ago. Yeah, with inflation, that's like 90 million. Now it's got to be like double that, seriously. Yeah. So probably around 90 million now the NBA would have made. I wonder if the NBA has some corruption issues. They have to. 90 million? What would you do for an extra 90 mil? Don't tell us. If I'm the NBA commissioner, I'm telling the refs, hey, tweak it out. Get this to a game 7. I'm saying that every time. For an extra 90 million? Write it up like a WWE script. Yeah. All right, for an extra 90 million, some things probably happen there. That makes sense, right? You got, in that case, we had Miami and Boston there. Yeah, Miami was up 3-0, and then all of a sudden they went from killing them every game, and then they got iffy the game 4, and then they lost that one, obviously. Then game 5 and 6, same thing happened down at the wire. Yep. A couple of iffy calls here and there. And the NBA is just cashing checks. Yeah. Cashing checks and breaking necks. Yeah. All right. So an extra 90 mil maybe. So somewhere between 45 and 90 mil. Yeah. It's a good estimate. I mean, what's $45 million amongst friends, you know? Don't worry about that kind of stuff. So Sabrina, welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I can't complain. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been with the Hague Insurance Agency?
About like 3 months now.
Is it the best job you've ever had?
Best by far.
All right. What'd you do before that?
I just bartended. It's just a bartender. Nothing special.
So maybe next week we can have like a drink special. You're going to show us how to make something awesome?
Yeah, I'll make you like a smoked old fashioned.
All right. How about a transfusion? Can we get transfusions on here?
What's transfusion?
I really have no idea. I just know that I drink them on the golf course, and they usually taste good about the 10th hole.
I'll look the recipe up for you.
All right. I know Adam's a big fan of them too.
Okay.
Reese, the way he looked at me, I think he's a fan of them as well.
I just watch some golf YouTubers, and I don't know if you watch Bob Does Sports.
I have.
Yeah, they always talk about transfusions. Like, I need a transfusion right now.
I mean, it's like a blood transfusion. It's great. It's a great feeling.
I've never had one.
Heard of it.
It's got like some grape and like, I don't know, like some soda in it, maybe vodka or whiskey. I really couldn't tell you. I just know that I love them. Adam loves them. I think Reese is interested in them.
I'm very interested.
All right, I'll look it up. I'll look a recipe up.
And they usually don't help your golf game. You can call my brother and my brother-in-law. They will both vouch for that. We've had a couple weeks ago, we had a few too many transfusions. All right. So what's your favorite sport?
Like to watch or to do?
Both.
Well, I was a dancer.
Right.
I did gymnastics, ballet, all that good stuff for about 10 plus years of my life. But to watch, I think my favorite is probably hockey. I like watching hockey games.
Blackhawks fan?
No, just like a whatever fan.
Just like hockey?
Just the atmosphere of a hockey game alone, drinking, partying, yelling.
Cold ice. So It's nice. All right. What type of hobbies do you have?
I like to hike. I like to paint and draw. I like playing with my dogs.
Favorite place you've ever hiked?
Grandfather Mountain in Asheville, North Carolina.
All right. You ever been out west do any hiking?
No, not yet.
What are you waiting for?
That's a plan.
Get out there.
Yeah, I want to.
Get Arches, Zion, all kinds of good ones out there.
Yeah, I want to go so bad.
But Asheville, you like that?
Yeah, I did like Asheville. It
I
was
think
blessed.
you told me before too. You like craft beers a little bit.
Yes,
So
I do.
Asheville probably tickled that fancy for you.
They had a lot of nice breweries. Yeah, my favorite was probably the Wicked Weed.
All
That was
right.
a good one.
And you're from Crown, or you're in Crown Point, right?
Yep.
From Crown Point.
Yep.
So you also have some fancy little breweries around there too. What's your favorite one?
Yeah, I like Off Square, but I'd have to say.
But you don't like going off the square to get it.
Yeah.
It is kind of a
yeah,
pain in the butt to get to.
It is, and it's right there on both the busy roads, so it's like even more of a pain in the butt. But probably Off Square would be my favorite.
All right.
Or Tavern. Tavern's nice.
All right. As far as baseball goes, White Sox fan, Cubs fan, other fan, don't care.
Don't care.
All
Yeah.
right, perfect. We don't got to fight about
Chicago's.
that. What's
Are you a
up?
Cubs or Sox?
I'm a White Sox fan.
Oh, I'm a Cubs guy.
Holy cow, Reese! I wish
Hey,
we knew the answers. I know we are. Like, let's talk about that, right? So the Cubs are what, fourth in the NL Central, third in the NL Central.
I think they're fourth. Oh wait, no, third.
All right, so
I
maybe the
believe.
Sox
Not-
are fourth in the NL Central. Either way,
Yeah, so
we are in third or fourth. Both of us are in the worst divisions in baseball.
Sums it up.
You guys got a lot of problems. We right now, I think there's a coup going on the south side. You got Pedro Grifol, like supposed to be the mastermind and the quiet whisperer and the strong leader, and having a break amongst the ranks here with the veterans saying they all want to get traded, all want to get out of there.
God.
I don't blame them. You want to play like you're going to play a game in front of 8,000 people or 10,000 people at a stadium that has a real crappy name. You know, competitors name conveniently. And you're just not winning. Errors, base running blunders. It's frustrating, but at least like we don't got to play in the sun like the Cubs. You know, not a lot of day games.
That's true.
What fixes the Cubs? Anything?
I mean, I don't know. I could even tell you honestly. I thought we started out good. Like I think we were 4-1 the first 5 games. We got a Swanson. I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe we can be kind of decent. But our pitching's not the best. Yeah, kind of the same old years. I mean, it's always starts out kind of decent, and then it's just expectations kind of go down a bit every time. But
as last week, Adam and I named our show "The Cruel Summer" because it's just going to be a horrible summer in Chicago at this point. Baseball is going to be
all
atrocious.
The sports are done now too, basically.
We have nothing really to talk about except for crappy baseball.
Yeah,
and then national events and/or international soccer at this point. So we're gonna have to figure out something. Otherwise, this show is really gonna. The 8 viewers we have is gonna go down to 3. We're gonna have to figure out something else. The U.S. Open this past weekend for golf, right? We do have and everyone loves golf. I think you like it.
I like watching.
Sabrina,
golf.
you don't mind golf, right?
Nope, I like golf.
Adam loves it. So Wyndham Clark wins the U.S. Open. At first, I was like, is this a hotel chain or is this a golfer?
I saw him on the leaderboard. I was like, what in that?
I mean, he did win the Wells Fargo like 5 weeks ago, but other than that, like never even really made a cut at a major before. Great story. A lot of big names missed the cut though, right? JT, Jordan Spieth, Phil Mickelson. Well, I mean, that's not really a surprise lately. He's just been playing like crap. He's all of a sudden you put him in LA and he's just partying it up, not really caring. And then Max Homa also misses the cut. Ricky Fowler, though, a little bit of resurgence for the Puma man.
I love him. He was third, right? He finished third.
Yeah, he had to share the lead for the first 54.
Yeah, he was playing really well,
but just couldn't close it.
Mm-mm.
Not really a surprise to Ricky Fowler. I think he hasn't won a major since like 2014 too. So where have you been, Ricky?
It's McElroy.
Yeah.
McElroy.
Whoa, yeah. Let's talk about Rory here, right?
His putting was terrible. I just don't think he wants to win a major. Is he falling off?
Rory, are you afraid? Do you just not want to like? You don't want the accolades? Like you don't want the challenge? You don't want to earn the future exemptions into these major events by winning one? Like, what is it? Why can't you putt? I mean, I asked that question not for me personally because I also can't putt, but
same.
Hey, maybe you need a new putter. Like maybe you got to go Bryson DeChambeau and talk crap about your putter. Have a club sponsor drop you, get a new one. I don't know. Sabrina, why can't he putt?
I don't know.
Maybe it's the new the everyone hates or the Saudi Arabia whatever.
Yeah.
They hate him. The PGA Tour doesn't know like.
Maybe
it's all that drama kind of getting. I don't know.
Well, Rory, he was very, very against the live thing.
Yeah.
Right? Openly against it. Doesn't take the big money. And then guess what? Hey, we're still showing up. Oh, look at that. Jay Monahan sells us down the river, and now I'm going to miss putt. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're honest. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory. Maybe these guys that were the PGA are just going to continue to tank major events and then force Liv to back out or something. I don't know. It'd be an interesting take.
What's your take on the Liv? Like, how do you feel about because Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, they all just took all their money with Liv, and now they're coming back to the tour. Like, I guess it worked out for them in the best way.
Yeah, it worked out for them. Like, it's
extra
just,
millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Even so, if you take out the political issues with Saudi Arabia and where the money's coming from, how it's gotten there, all that stuff, I love the idea of having someone challenge the status quo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, PGA is great, but they needed to make some changes. Golf is a very traditional sport, but everyone's made changes. The NBA has made changes. The NFL has made changes. MLB has made changes. So if all these major sports are making changes, but they also don't have any competition, right? Like, you have the USFL, but like that doesn't really compete with the NFL.
No.
Major League Baseball, you got minor league baseball. That's about it. The NBA, you have the G League, but that's associated with the NBA. So like golf needed a little bit of a challenge. Like, it was getting getting a little stale. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't think I was rooting for them to get a challenge from a nation's sovereign investment fund that has a lot of blood money on it. But It is what it is. It's here. It's made a mess. Like, I think the most disappointing part about it is a year ago, the PGA took this hard line stance and then immediately waffled as soon as the dollar bill showed up. So if it's really just about the money, just say it's really about the money. No one's good. Like, it'll wash out in 2 or 3 news cycles, but don't sit there and say you're an organization based on principles, and then as soon as real money shows up, everyone goes silent, and then you stab the remaining loyal people you have in the back. Loyalty is a lost art these days, right? Think about this. Like, you got Tiger Woods turning down allegedly $800 and $900 million.
That's crazy.
And because he was loyal to the brand, he obviously helped trampoline or build golf into what it's become. But your director is going to just stab you in the back like that.
Yeah,
I'd be pissed off. Wouldn't you?
I mean, that's one thing I do give McElroy credit for, because I feel like he was kind of doing what's the commissioner, Jay?
Yeah, Jay Monahan.
He was almost doing his job more. Like, what even happened with the commissioner? Why didn't he resign, or he stepped down?
He's got health issues now.
Yeah, allegedly something. I
got this huge pocket. I can't. Get his back's out of line. He's sitting like this because his wallet's so big on the one side now. Yeah, it's like I said, loyalties is not something there. I compare it. It's no different than in your guys' industry or the mortgage industry, right? Like, if it's just about the dollar bills and not actually caring about the character and the quality and the product that you're delivering, the world's going to not be a great place to live in. You guys, I know for a fact, and this is why I would love to refer customers to you guys. You guys give people adequate insurance. You don't just give them cut rate insurance and say, hey, it's all about the dollar bills. No, it's more than the dollar bills. It's about the service, right? It's about, hey, I just wrecked this car. Let me send you some pictures and you guys can help me fill out the claim, right? It's about, oh, hey, my basement flooded because we got a ton of rain. Good thing you told me about that sump pump backup coverage, right? Same thing with mortgages. I can put a new piece of number on a paper and say, here you go. Oh, yeah, by the way, you got to pay $12,000 in fees to get this thing. Or I can tell you why this other loan product or this other solution is probably the best one for you. And it's just, loyalty, like I said, going away quickly. All right, so we talked about golf, baseball, college baseball, Final Four, Omaha's partying it up, right? We have Gator Chomp versus TCU, so Florida versus TCU, and then Wake Forest versus LSU. I know you guys aren't really probably big into college baseball. I'm not huge into college baseball anymore, but got some good friends, some real deep people in here, right? So I got my guy Robert Filia, a huge Florida Gator fan, telling me they'll knock out TCU. TCU, unranked, just been kicking butt. I don't know if you guys saw the clip the other day, though. Their head coach is doing an interview in the dugout and then says, hold on, I need to go out and argue this call with the umpire.
No way.
The TCU scored. It was wild. But yeah, Oral Roberts, 2 balks to score, to give up 2 runs. strange stuff. But yeah, I think I like Florida over TCU here. Philly, love you, all my friends, all my exes in Texas. Sorry about that one. Wake Forest, #1 seed. My brother and my sister-in-law, both Demon Deac alums. So we're going to be pulling for them over LSU. Not just because they're alums, but because our LSU fans, some of the worst fans in college sports. I don't know, but they're treating Omaha like it's some Mardi Gras party. Reese, when I told you this before the show, you kind of like laughed too. Like maybe these guys do suck.
No, they do.
I don't know. Like go Tigers, but like GEAU, like just say go Tiger. Like you don't need that, right? You don't need the French part of it. I'm just kidding though. We all know who the worst college sport team fans are, right?
Notre Dame.
The Golden Domers. Nobody likes them.
No.
Sabrina, you look like you're lost on this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't dive into college sports too much?
No, not too much.
All right. Any other sports we need to cover? Because it's continuing to be the cruel summer at this point. Reese, I know you haven't been here for all of our Taylor Swift lines, but we went heavy.
Taylor Swift? Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
we went heavy T Swift there for a while.
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan.
Really?
I mean, I have nothing against her.
Like, so we're talking about female
I have
artists.
nothing against her, but I'm not like
the hype.
Yeah.
Like she's just a normal singer to me. I don't know.
I don't think there's anything too special about her, but she gets her concerts are insane. That's all everyone talks about. Even like Gabby in The Office, she talks about it every other day.
They're saying she's so big now that her future concerts, they're talking about doing festival areas, not even stadiums anymore, because that's how many people try to get her tickets. I mean, there's people who literally wait outside of her concert just to hear her sing, like in the lawn or on the streets.
Oh my gosh.
So
maximizing her value right there.
I mean, she's an amazing businesswoman, and if you look at her business skills, they're awesome. But singing wise, yeah, I don't know. I just think she's just like any other singer.
So what'd she do to get more? Because I mean, I know there was some drama with her like years ago.
Yeah, there's something with her
hated.
label. She wanted to buy her own music, and no one told her it was selling, and so it sold, and it was never offered to her. So she was like, well, I'm just going to take all my albums and recreate them my way.
I'm just going to shake it off, is what she said. And then re-record it.
Yeah, literally.
Speaking of Gabby, I think we need to get her back on at some point to talk about the Grateful Dead show that she went to the other day at Wrigley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to love a concert at a great baseball venue.
Well, and I heard it was like one of their last ones together, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the final tour for them.
That's what I thought.
All right, let's wrap it up. Sabrina, Crown Point, you're going to know the dive bars there, 46307, 46308. We kind of went back and forth on it, but because Crown Point is so nice, they have very limited opportunities for dive bars. So what do we got? What's the best one?
Zombie Club is one.
All right.
Zombie Club was a good one. And the other one.
It doesn't have to be a dive. Where's your other favorite place?
Like that I personally go to?
Yeah, we want your personal pick.
I personally go to usually Buddies.
All right.
Pals.
Solid. Reese, any closing remarks here? Don't get any more flat tires.
Sports sucks. Oh yeah, Wednesdays are not my thing. I popped my tire last Wednesday, rimmed.
You have roadside assistance.
State Farm does give free roadside assistance with your insurance if you pay
hear
extra,
that?
like $1 a month, whatever it is. So yeah,
perfect.
It's worth it. Definitely worth it.
You utilized it?
I did utilize it. Had to.
All right. Well, you heard it here. Make sure that you get the roadside assistance bundle from State Farm. It's cheap, maybe $1 more.
It's literally $1. It's like $1 something more a month.
Perfect. All right. Any other closing thoughts? Sabrina, Reese?
Sports sucks now.
It's cruel.
Basketball's over.
It is a cruel summer.
Yeah.
Hush. Have fun. We're out. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Adios.